So we left our packs in the restaurant, and these nice ladies took our packs, put them over in the corner, because we took off for a while to go have a little safety meeting and all that, and they hid our stuff behind an old jukebox. Damn nice of them. Yeah. Now, this is the pizza joint I had breakfast at yesterday. Like, I didn't expect them to have breakfast, but it did. I'm digging the place. This is their game room. That's Shortcut. I don't know if we've met her yet, but that's her. Old school games? Oh, you gotta dig it. I don't even know what the hell these are. These aren't like the games I played as a kid. It is, I don't know. I mean, it looks similar, but that's definitely not it. It's Pac-Man, but mine wasn't orange. And every kind of duck you can imagine. Oh, the excitement. Day 166. The place we stayed last night was really nice, man. $35 for a night. They do your laundry for you. Clean, small rooms, but you know, we don't need much. It was actually larger than I really need. The bed was soft and comfortable. I really liked it. The place here, I'm at Cruiser's Pizza. This place has been quite nice to me. I've spent most of my time here probably. I just left my electronics, everything laying out. Not my phone, because I don't trust that, but batteries, I'm not worried about people stealing those. But the fact that they hid my stuff for me today was way cool. Supposed to get back out into it. There's a lot of rain coming in the forecast, but hey, you know, it's rain, I'm going to get wet. It kind of happens out here. I'm mostly worried about the phone. It's way out of my price range, and I don't want it to get wet, but I can't use one of those, what do they call those things? Life-proof cases. Those things suck. The problem is they're made out of cheap plastic, so my camera has cheap plastic between it, so your lens might as well be made out of cheap plastic because it scratches. And I had them replace the last one, but I was going to have them replace it over and over. So I'm just rocking it with a normal case on it, and I'm just going to put it in a Ziploc bag, stuff like that, and just take it out when I need it. And you'll get less video on rainy days, you know, hey. But, you know, I still want to remember all this stuff, so I'll try to get as much as I can, because I do this for all of us. I do this for me as well for you, you know. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I totally dig that you live vicariously through me, because, you know, it makes me feel like less of a loser. But, you know, still at the same time, I am doing these so I can watch them in like a decade, if I'm still alive. But, you know, I'm glad you dig them now. But I got to record stuff. So even if it's raining, I got to take the chance, man. We'll see how well it records through a plastic bag, I guess. As soon as we threw our thumbs out, this nice lady, she was already sitting here on the side of the road. She's like, where are you guys going? And we explained, and she's like, oh yeah, totally, I got you. So we're sitting in this truck that has no walls. So yeah, no walls. We're just chilling in it, going down. Yeah, we're cool, huh? Hiker box had one pair of shoes in it. They don't fit quite right. They're a little large, but the tread is way better than what I had. So these are gonna have to do until I don't know, find better ones or buy some. But where I have been does not sell shoes, so don't have that option right now. We'll see how they fit, you know, it's the only thing I got, so hopefully they don't fuck my feet up down the trail. But I only got 400 miles to go, so it can't be that bad. I've worn bad shoes for about that long, a couple of times. The White Pass Cracker Barrel. Now, this is on the map. When I thought Cracker Barrel, I thought restaurant. I did not expect gas station. Cracker Barrel's where I'm from. I guess they spell it slightly different. Are huge restaurants. But I was told it was just a gas station the other day, but yeah. The whole time walking up to it, I didn't think so. So I'm headed back to the trail now with my shoes that don't quite fit right. They're a little big. I'll try wearing 2 socks later if they bug me. Trail's supposed to be about a half mile this way. And we're back on official trail, not the detour anymore. And it's supposed to rain for the next few days. We'll see how that pans out. I mean, it doesn't look bad in the sky right now. But I'm curious to see how all the hikers deal with it. Most of these people are untested, have never hiked, nor camped, or slept, or anything in the rain. I want to see them all miserable like wet dogs on the first day. I'm more afraid of the cold than the rain, but, you know, you deal with it. I got plenty of layers. See what happens, though. You know, could be snow, could be ice. I don't expect that anytime soon, but, you know, I'm gaining elevation, so Anything's possible. Back on the official PCT. Don't know how far I'm going today. Actually, I'm kind of sore. That alternate trail was a little on the rough side. And yeah, some of my muscles hurt. And from the ice. I got so stressed out and stabbed into the ice with holding on to these trekking poles for dear life that most of the muscles in my arms, especially triceps, hurt. But in a good way, makes me stronger. Might need it for what I'm coming into. Maybe this is some scary stuff. I don't know. Should I have spikes for my shoes? Should I stop and put on a second pair of socks? I'm gonna ride it out and see how these fit, but already they feel so loose. But this flat terrain right now, we'll see how it is on the uphills and the downhills. The Dark Meadow. Dun dun dun. That sounds like the kind of place I'd want to go. And it's downhill. But I'm not going that way. It's one of the better names I've seen in a while, man. They've got, all sorts of things. Sheep Lake and Blue Lake and Green Lake, Trout Lake, Fish Lake. Real unoriginal names. Bow hunting season started today. I just passed a couple of hunters. Ooh, my hair is big. Look at that. Because it's clean. And that ride the truck probably helped too. So I was like, hey man, is it dangerous for me to be wearing my Batman hat? Because, it's got big pointy ears. I don't really know what they're hunting. I think it's elk. I don't look anything like an elk, but, people, they're not the smartest things around. Give them weapons, quite often a little bit of beer. Because what's hunting without beer, I've been hunting a couple of times in my life. Never really hunting, but, with people that are hunting. But I don't really do it myself. Not my thing. Got nothing against it as long as, you're doing your thing. You don't put the animal through any misery. You eat what you kill. You're not just killing it to hang its head on your wall. Like, I got a picture of that head on the wall at the last place. That was kind of creepy, the way it was just angled around the corner, like just staring at you. I don't know if any of you guys saw Evil Dead 2. Excellent movie. I believe the only movie that I can think of where part 2 is better than part 1. It's rare. But there was a creepy head on the wall just like that. Every time I come around the corner, it's like, bam, right in your face. I would not have that in my house. That would freak me out a little too much. Maybe I made it over the mountain. I don't know. I haven't looked at the maps. I don't even know where I'm going to camp or anything tonight. I'm not planning on going real far. Probably done 5-ish or so by now. Maybe 6 tops. I don't know how far. I don't know. It's probably still early in the day. It's probably like 2:30 or 3, but I can't really tell because the perpetually gray sky, which is kind of nice. I like it. This is how Washington's supposed to be, is it not? More horses. There's a lot of horses out lately. And they naturally have the right of way, so, they're big beasts and they can fuck me up anytime they want to. Alright, I mentioned earlier that I might not like horse trails. They might not be my thing. No, they have anything? Well, no, I do have stuff against them. There's inherently things wrong with a horse trail as far as, what I'm looking for in a trail. But if I do ever hike this again, we'll say hike, I would want to do it on horseback. Or at least have the horse carry my gear for some of it, the parts. But I'd want to ride him sometimes just for the cool cowboy aspect of it, especially in the rain. Hat hung low, water dripping off it, my duster on, yeah. Smoking a shorty cigar. Man, that's classic right there. So yeah, if I ever come back here, it's when I have enough money to actually bring a horse with me. Maybe not through all of it. Like the Sierra and all that. I wouldn't want to make my horsey post hole. So there might be certain sections where I'd figure out the logistics of sending him ahead. I don't know. That's for way future thought, because, I might end up double, triple crowning or triple crowning. We don't know. Where does this train end? Where does it? It's a crazy train. These things are long. It could go on forever. I don't know. As long as I don't have to pay for it, man, I'll keep walking. Simple agreement. To be honest, the pay is shit for the hours and the effort I put in. I haven't calculated how much I make an hour for these miles I make, because these are some raw, uncut, quality miles. Well, maybe not quality, but they're raw and uncut. And nobody stepped on these miles yet. I'm stepping on them first. But, I'm putting it out there pretty cheap. I make under, because my income fluctuates with who I piss off and don't, because I'm going to say whatever the fuck I'm going to say. We all kind of know that by now. And, I don't even always mean things. They just fall out of my mouth. I don't think about shit before I say it. I talk way too fast for that. So sometimes I have more people that give me money, sometimes less, Hey, cool, That's the ebb and flow of life. But I'm going to need a little bit more if I'm going to afford a horse. Well, I guess it's the upkeep of the horse. And then what do I do with it afterwards? I sell that horse, man. That horse is going to be famous. They'll be like, what, Nightcrawler's horse? Got to come up with a cool name for him. I'll be thinking on that one. Nightcrawler and what? What goes together? Like my sidekick. It's got to have a really soft nose. That's like the most important part of it. Super soft nose and likes to cuddle. Every number is just kind of sad. It's like a countdown. Instead of counting up 2,300, they should be how many are left. It's kind of getting at that point. Sub 400 at this point. As long as this trail it did feel, I don't know, shorter than the AT. Well, it's because the AT was all brand new to me. Everything was exciting and an adventure. Although everything's kind of an exciting and an adventure when you have my kind of mind. But I think this trail, the only place I really felt like that was up in the Sierra. So loose plan is that it's mostly downhill from here. At the bottom of the hill in 7 miles is water, a river I have to ford or a stream I have to cross depending on the time of year. I'm assuming it'll be kind of lowish. So I'm going to camp near that, even though I think it's going to be cowboy camping because they mentioned large open space. But, I'm hoping for some trees. We'll see. But camp there because 4 miles after that is, I don't know, we're going straight up, and at the top it says Mount Rainier State Park. It's not Mount Rainier I'm climbing by any means. That thing's, 14,000 plus feet. But on my map, it's straight up, and that's the top, so I'm hoping there might be a sunrise in it for me. It's only 4 miles. I can make that before the sun comes up. As long as I make it to 7 tonight. It's only 3:30 right now, so I'll be able to do that before the sun goes down. As long as this downhill doesn't get too tricky. But this is a horse path, so horse path. Seeing enough of them on it. That's pretty deep. You can see the logs way at the bottom. Even for a pool, it's clear. So somewhere in this section, nobody really knows where, a guy named Sherpa went missing 2 years ago, I think it is. The hostel I was at was the last place he was ever, well, not the last place he stayed, and then they found the people that dropped him off. And I ran into a crazy guy in town today that calls me over because crazy is attracted to me. And he starts talking about a family of a dozen Bigfoot that live up here and that they probably took him. And sad thing is, you can see by the serious look in his eye that, he believed that shit. It's nice meeting people like that because every once in a while I feel like I'm losing my shit. I go a little crazy in my head. And then I meet somebody like that. I'm like, nah, I'm just weird. I'm not crazy. There's definitely a difference. Unless, of course, I see these Yeti. Or Bigfoot, whatever. They're the same thing, right? Pretty sure they are, It is all the same thing. I'm a great Yeti hunter. But I haven't killed me any Bigfoots yet. Need me a Bigfoot trophy. Wear me a Bigfoot skin. I bet they make great onesies. They smell bad, but they're really warm. I'm guessing it's the hunters, but look at the size of these things. There's also a huge teepee back there that could have, I don't know, slept a family of 12. That's a freaking house. That's bigger than my last apartment. I'm not even being facetious. How the fuck did they get there? There's got to be a road right near here somewhere. No way anybody's packing that in. Uh-oh, I'm about to become a murderer. Look how tiny that frog is. Oh, wow. While I'm walking around at night, it's going to be hard not to kill those. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of them. But I'm going to bet that's the first of many. Whoa! I lost my balance for a second there. Oh, this whole thing fucking wobbles. Yep, I can get it to break. I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna break you, bitch. Woo! That was fun. So this is TheNightCrawler for the night. Got this really nice green stream running through it. Pretty sweet. Good, crisp, clear water. I tried to do the porch thing. It's my first attempt. It's kind of ugly. But, you know, not bad for a first time. I'll kind of figure it out as I go. But it might rain tonight, so I wanted cover. But, you know, I don't like being trapped inside that thing. It's hard to do all my stuff underneath that, so. Figure, you know, even if it does rain, I could just knock those poles out and just, you know, I'm all good. Got everything low to the ground. I am kind of tied to a dead tree, but I don't have to worry about it falling on me. And I'm making some carnation instant breakfast right now. I'm trying to figure out if I'm hungry enough to eat, so I figured I'd at least put some calories in me, but, you know, I gotta actually eat something. I just don't feel quite right. Well, wasn't a very long day. I think I did 16 miles. But, you know, hell, I'm trying to win no race. My hiker box shoes aren't half bad. And I did some ups, some downs today. In my view on my little porch, not half bad. But, yeah, I mean, for hiker box shoes, these things are holding up really well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it the rest of the way in them. I'm quite pleased. They don't even have shoestrings, man. Look at these things. It's fancy, man. Well, I got, like, drawstrings going on. No, I never had that. Took me forever to figure out. Actually, Shortcut had to tell me there's a little pocket up in here to store that stuff in, because when I had it cinched down, I had, you know, this hanging all over the place. I was like, that's going to trip me. Yeah, evidently, these are expensive shoes. I don't know. I've never owned them before. But not half bad. Better than the last ones, that's for sure.